Okay, the first of today's problems was I didn't have enough square bar to do what I need to do on my next job. I want to put some vertical supports in. So what I've done is I've taken some wonky bent bits of bar. They were actually quite curved, they're still not straight. And I've used it, straightened it out, and I think that's just about usable. As a straight piece I needed 4 bits of the right side, still a bit of a kink in the air, but that'll be the excess that I cut off. I'm obviously making them oversized. Let's see where I compute this camera. There you are. It's resting on the hammer that I want to use. Hang on. So now you'll see how I'm going to take the bar that is clearly not straight there. Make it straight. This one up. Pretty much finished. That'll do. Next thing to do is cool the fucker down. Although it's good to weld hot metal, I think I might injure myself trying to weld that. This one, although it doesn't look hot, you can be damn fucking sure it is hot. It will fizz when it goes in. See, it's hot enough to boil water instantly. Let's turn this off. Wrong way. No need to waste gas. So that's cool. I hadn't got enough straight metal, and now I have enough straight metal. Let's go through to the other room and I'll show you where it's going. As you can see, I have 2 other pieces sitting there. And now I have 4 of these longer pieces. Let's work with the not so hot ones. So 2 are going to go here. 1, 2, like that, and then mirrored on the other side. I'm still getting an arse about face about which plate's going where. This plate's going... I think that plate's got to go on the front because of the way the seat mounts. The seat mounts have a locating pin and a hole for a bolt. So I want to drill a hole for the locating pin and a hole for the bolt. I'll put that across the back for the things to bolt onto. Might have to add 1 little thick bit of plate there for a thing. You'll see why when I come to it. I'm going to put something... Because of the way my TV's mounted and the way I use it, I take it on and off my rig all the time. I leave my steering wheel and my seat and my pedals on the rig. I move the telly over to the rig when I want to race, and then move it to the TV stand when I want to watch TV. So, because it's only a light television, light flat screen 32-inch TV, it's screwed down to a hefty block of wood so that no matter how I tilt it, it'll always stay the right, you know, it won't fall over. It's really bottom heavy. And I want to put that bottom heavy piece of wood on here, so all I really need is a thin shelf with a bit of a lip. I've got these little catch things that I could use to strap it down when I'm actually racing. I'll show you what I mean. I had 4 of these and I can only find 2 now. They were for the lid of the forge, but I don't fucking need them for the forge, and if you don't need it, why put it on there? So these little catches here, as you can see, they're these little folding tensioning catches, so I could put those onto the bottom of the TV, the board that the TV's on, and when I put it on the stand, clamp it, tension it up. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What I want for the TV to sit on is just something like that. And I might actually have to use this because I'm also running out of large aluminium sheet, and it's a couple of days before Christmas and there's not a lot I'm going to get. So yeah, this thing, chuck them on floor quick. I might use that to put my TV on. Needs a bit of a clean up, but I think it'll do. I think it'll do. I might put some supports on the back side of it to me, some bracing. It's 2mm steel, so it's fairly strong, but I think I'll put some bracing on the back here. Anyway, first jobs first is get these struts in here. So, bit of measuring, bit of cutting, all that kind of shenanigans. Might do a little bit of time lapse now so you can see me working super fast motion. Let's get some light on in here. There we go. Right then, see you in a bit, chaps. Right, this is where we're up to. I wanted to get these vertical supports in today, but I ended up doing a lot more drilling holes for the seat mount. So I've welded these in here just to make sure they're locked in position now. I had to do a little bit more jigging. I've used this as a straight edge to make sure everything's as it should be. I then spirit leveled up that stool, centered it up and used it as a datum to make sure that each of these sidebars are the same distance from their respective feet, and working from there. So as you can see, I've drilled the hole through for that seat mount and for that one, and here, if we can see, probably not, but there's two holes there because there's a locating pin and a bolt hole there. So now I'm getting to the point. I tacked this down temporarily, but it needs welding properly. The issue I'm coming to now is bolts, nuts and bolts. Like I say, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow and I want to get this thing finished, and I don't want to take apart my other rig until the last minute, but it's getting to that point. I had to use this as a little datum. That's the bolt holes on the underneath of my rig, and they mount up like that quite nicely, except this will go that way around on there. That will sit that way for my steering wheel to bolt onto. I need to centre that up, and I'll need to do a little bit of spirit level work when it comes to it, but if I get the spirit level on there, as you can see, the bubbles pretty centred, so I'm quite happy with that. So that's cool. Might have to do some minor tweaking work on these. As you can see, I've had something tacked on there and then took it off again because I weren't happy. I want to get this thing right. So, focus. There we go. So that's where we're up to. Lots of drilling. I've got all of these vertical stays. Like I say, I'll be putting 2 on each side. 2 on this side and 2 on that side. I've got them prepped. Well, I've got the bottom ends prepped. I've got the ends that will mate up to this tube here. At one point I was considering mounting them onto this flat surface here, but that puts them very close to your feet when you're going to have to climb around them to get your legs in. So I thought if I put them a little further down this way, they'll still do the necessary job. What I'm thinking of doing is putting 2 like that. I might find something to brace up diagonally as well from here to here. I can't point and focus and all that. So yeah, I might find, once I put a vertical stay from there to there, I'll put a diagonal stay from there to there as well, maybe. And what I might even do as well is get some thin plate and put some thin plate on here and here, because that'll make this whole section more rigid. So we're getting there. My pedals have something of a frame of their own, because obviously they're mechanical and they need a chassis to be bolted to. So that'll be my last job, is getting out of the way. Mounting that up will be fairly simple. I'll just have, you know, a little bit of a plate with a little bit of a hook to stop it sliding that way, and then another little bit of a plate with another little bit of a hook to stop it sliding this way, and then maybe something hanging down from here, probably some off the vertical stays that will brace it so it doesn't slide or tilt. That should be fairly easy, and it's made of painted steel, not aluminium. It's quite heavy and solid, and being steel, it's easier to weld. I have not welded aluminium yet, and I haven't got any gas, so I'd be a bit of trouble if I needed to weld aluminium. So there we are. What do you think, Sid? Hey, what do you think? Is it good? Is it good? Sid thinks it's dinner time. Is it dinner time, Sid? No, it's smell around the garage floor time. What have you smelled? Has there been a mouse or a rat in here? What is it? What is it, Sid? I don't think there's anything interesting. Right, shall we go in? Do you want some dinner? Tisha bwyd. Tisha bwyd. Ti lain ta? It's food time. See you later, folks.